What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Derek, Hero Superbike Life. We are on our way to Phoenix MV, otherwise known as Reparto Veloce, to dyno tune my S1000RR track bike.
What's going on, guys? So we are here at Reparto Veloce. My bike is on the dyno. We just did a couple of initial pulls, some minor tuning just to get a good baseline. Now we're just letting things cool off, and then we're going to start some real tuning here in just a few minutes. doing now is we're pulling out the stock fuel, the Pump 91, and we're going to put in some T4 race fuel and see what it does. So the bike is tuning nicely, not a whole lot of additional power, but it's smoothing out pretty good. So we had just put the DB killer back in to see if it would lose any power, and it didn't really do anything, so that's good. So, but the bike is tuning out nice. I think we're about 168 right now on this particular dyno. And this is with the Alpha Racing ECU RC2K Flash, RCK2, excuse me, I always say that, and the PC5 piggyback, so we can get the fueling a little bit better. Not going to mess with timing at all. These bikes typically don't respond well to timing. We'll just get it dialed in. Put a little bit of that in. No, it does not like the race fuel. Alright guys, as you can see, we are back in the truck. I am headed home. The dyno tuning session is done. Special thanks to Colin at Reparto Veloce in Chandler, Arizona. I'll pop their information on the screen right now. If you need any dyno tuning of your motorcycle, give Colin a call. It doesn't matter if it's running a PC5, RCK software, or somebody else's flash, a Bren tuning flash, a rapid bike, doesn't make any difference. If you're in the valley, give Colin a call in Reparto Veloce. They'll take care of you and set you up and get your bike running the way you want it to. So my bike today, with the Arrows exhaust, pulled a best of 170, I believe, at the rear wheel, which is about 5 to 8 horsepower better than when it ran the last time it was on this particular dyno. And I don't know if I didn't record it because I wasn't available, but the last time this bike was on the dyno, it just had the Alpha Flash and the stock headers with the SC Project slip-on on the bike that kept popping off the headers while it was on the dyno, and it was running super rich, and Colin couldn't get a good baseline on the bike, so it really didn't dyno all that well. Again, I think it dynoed it somewhere around 162 to 165, and it was running super rich. So today it's running 170 without the DB killer. And the pulls we did a nice baseline pull with the DB killer out on 91 pump, and I think it showed today at like 167. Then we tuned it a little bit, and we got it to 170. We popped the DB killer in it, still on 91 pump, and it dropped to 168 with the DB killer in, which is what I have to run at amp anyway. So we lost a couple of horsepower there, and then we put in T4 race fuel, and we left the DB killer in it, and we didn't gain any horsepower. It stayed at 168. So my bike does not respond well with the current mapping to T4 race fuel. And if we had more time on the dyno, we could have tuned the fueling a little bit better to take advantage of that race fuel, but we ran out of time. So right now, as it sits with my current map, my bike doesn't like T4 race fuel. So, and that's okay. Once I rebuild the engine, and it's looking like sometime next year that will happen, I may do race cams at that time, and then we'll start running race fuel, and we'll get it tuned for race fuel, and we'll probably do some other things at the same time. So I'm okay with the numbers. Again, chassis dyno can't tell you true horsepower and torque numbers anyway. It's really for tuning. So you get a baseline pull, you change some things, and you see if you made it better or worse. That's what a chassis dyno is good for. If you want real, true, honest to goodness horsepower and torque numbers from your engine, you got to pull it out of your bike and put it on an engine dyno. This exact same bike with less modifications pulled 185 at the rear wheel on another dyno at Go AZ in North Scottsdale. So again, end figures aren't all that important to me. What's important to me is gains and losses based on either the tuning on the mapping that we've changed or the parts that we've added or removed.
So I think I'm going to call that a wrap for this episode. Again, special thanks to Colin at Reparto Veloce for dyno tuning my bike on such short notice and allowing me to film this as well. So you know, that's always great content for them, great content for me. But you guys know the drill. I am Derek. This is Euro Superbike Life. Like, comment, subscribe, or smash it if you didn't. Either way, leave me a comment. But until next time, guys, take care.